Hello and welcome to today's video, and today's video is going to be the worst comic book films of all time. Now, I got 5 today for you guys because, yeah, I hate talking about the worst comic book films of all time, and there's 5 that I have definite 5s, and then the other ones are kind of like, I have to, like, you know, re-watch them to have an opinion. But these are my bottom 5 worst comic book films of all time. Make sure you leave me yours in the comment below, and like and subscribe, and let's get right to this video. Number 5, Spider-Man 3. I mean, this is what happens when a studio gets involved. Sam Raimi does Spider-Man 1, Spider-Man 2, 2 fantastic films. Spider-Man 3, we're all excited for it, and the studio go, you need to put Venom in it. And he goes, excuse me, what? You need to put Venom in it. So Venom is just shoehorned in this film. He doesn't fit. They get the worst person to portray Eddie Brock, and Venom just does not work. There's so many plot lines going on. They retcon the whole Uncle Ben death and everything like that. There's just so much stuff, and don't even get me started on the just roll the clip. You know, emo Spider-Man, I mean, come on. I mean, this was not Sam Raimi's best. This was just an absolute dumpster fire of a film. It is almost unwatchable. It is just like, what the fuck was they thinking? The studio should never have said put Venom in here. You've got emo Spider-Man and emo Peter Parker. There's just so much. Then you even got the Harry storyline. It's like, come on, you got 3 different villains in this film, and it just doesn't work. It does not work at all. This movie doesn't work. Spider-Man 3, number 5. Number 4, Batman and Robin. I mean, come on. George Clooney. Arnold Schwarzenegger. What more do you want in a film? But I'll tell you what, this is the most cheesy, cringy movie ever. It's just from the one-liners from Arnold to George Clooney as Batman, and then you got Robin, Batgirl, Poison Ivy. That's just all over the place. Like, this whole, like, movie is just so whack. The universe that it lives in, I'm just kind of like, it's a bit of an interesting, you know, thing going on in here. But I guess that's the universe that this Batman is put in. And it's just all over the shop, from Robin hating Batman, Batman hating Robin, just, oh gosh, man, don't even get me started. This is just Poison Ivy's just crap. One-dimensional Mr. Freeze. I mean, what more? I think most of us can agree, Batman vs. Robin, sorry. Batman and Robin is one of the cheesiest, cringiest movies, and one of the worst comic book movies of all time. Number 3, Hellboy 2019. Oh, I remember watching the trailers for this and thinking, oh, this is gonna be cool. It looks great. You have a great cast. This looks amazing. And we go and watch it. And what do I think of it? Not only was I really disappointed, not only was it really bad, it was just a total fucking dumpster fire of a movie. You had pointless killing that had no reason to be there, that didn't work in with the story. I mean, it's all good having killing. We all want to see action and stuff like that, but it's got to have a purpose. If you just have action scenes that serve no story purpose, what's the point? And there's too many of them in this film. You've also got some questionable choices about certain things, like the ghosts that come out, the ghosts or souls or whatever that come out of the people just look fucking gross, and it's just like, what the fuck is that? You've got so many, like, they want to use the F word like every 10 seconds just because it's an R-rated one. There's so many things. The only good thing about this film was David Harbour as Hellboy. But other than that, there's not really much else to like. The villain is bland. There's some fucked up scenes here and there. And it just kind of just a bit didn't make any sense. The story was trash. There was just everything about this. And they had a lot of problems behind the scenes, which is probably why it only made like $12 million. So, number 3, Hellboy 2019. Number 2, Batman vs. Superman. I hate this film. Absolutely hate it. This would be my number one, but there is one film that is even 10 times worse than Batman vs Superman. To me, Batman vs Superman is the definition of how can you have a movie with Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, Doomsday, and Lex Luthor in it, right? How can you have a movie like that and still fuck it up? Oh, I mean, come on. You miscast Lex to begin with. Jesse Eisenberg is not Lex Luthor. No, that was the worst decision ever. Like, who the fuck said, yes, that is a great decision to make? No, it's not. No, it's not. And here's Lex is absolutely trash. Not even Lex. It is basically a fucked up, maniac, smart version of the guy he is in Zombieland with no hair. That's what it is. And he's talking about Jolly Ranchers. Lex doesn't do that. Lex is supposed to be intimidating. He's supposed to be the man that's like, I'll take Superman down. That's number one. Number two, Batman and Superman. What, like, come on, man. Like, are you serious? You fucked up Batman and Superman in this somehow. You give us the best Batman in Batflick, and then you somehow fucked it up as well? Oh, I mean, the whole Martha scene makes no fucking sense. We're gonna stop fighting because we have the same parent's name in Martha. No, that doesn't make fucking sense. It's just all over the place. I mean, come on, like, honestly. Then to the flashback stuff as well with the Flash. He even makes an appearance in it. Wonder Woman's just shoehorned in there. It feels like that. She just appears out of nowhere. We're just supposed to be like, oh, Wonder Woman's here now. Cool. Oh yeah, Wonder Woman's here. And then we get to Doomsday. One of the most iconic villainal characters in the DC. Superman's major arch nemesis. The one character that has killed Superman before. And what do you do? You give us the death of Superman and you somehow fucked up the Doomsday character. You gave us a pile of shit. Right. So you're telling me you're gonna make a Justice League movie straight after Batman vs Superman with no Superman? Get the fuck out of here. You just ruined the whole death of Superman. We all knew Superman's coming back. You're not just gonna kill Superman on the second movie. You're not gonna do that. So why would you do the death of Superman? You ruined Doomsday. Doomsday is a Justice League level event that should have been the villain for the Justice League. Not just this. Or a Superman alone movie. Not a Batman vs Superman movie that is just trash and then you just shoehorn in Doomsday. No, 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 no. Just absolutely trash. Should have just done Man of Steel 2. Simple as. Number 2, Batman vs Superman as the worst comic book film of all time. But number 1, Catwoman. I mean, do I even need to talk about Catwoman? We all know Catwoman is one of those movies that is in the holy trilogy. I'm just going to say holy trilogy of movies that should never have been made. I mean, it stands there with Dragon Ball Evolution as one of the worst movies ever produced and ever created. Why was this created? Who the fuck greenlit this movie? Who did it? Did they just see Halle Berry in this fucking sexy outfit and they're just like, you know what? That looks sexy. We should just have a movie where Halle Berry just dresses sexy. You know, no story, no nothing, just an absolute dumpster fire, but we got her looking sexy. Hello, that's not how you make a film. That's not film. This is a shitty film. This is the worst comic book film of all time. Catwoman. I don't even need to say any more about it. I would be very surprised if anyone likes Catwoman. There probably is someone that likes Catwoman. But I would be surprised if majority don't have Catwoman in the worst comic book films of all time in their top 5. I will be shocked if no one does. It is the only reason why they wouldn't is because they haven't watched it. And if you guys haven't watched Catwoman, thank fuck for you guys. You guys are living fine. This is the worst fucking movie. This is one of the worst movies. Number 1, Catwoman. So there you have it. That is my worst 5. My 5 worst comic book movies of all time. I mean, there's some pretty shocking ones there. Let me know in the comments, what are your top 5 worst comic book films of all time? I would love to hear it. I'd love to have a discussion with you guys as well, because I'm sure yours are going to be different than mine. So let me know in the comments below. Give us a like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.